Look over here at the screen. Are you ready? Let's get set and off we go. Last week, we learned about the first 6 days of creation. Well, the earth was created in 7 days. So what did God leave for the 7th day? In my opinion, God saved the best for last. He rested. This doesn't mean that God was tired. He doesn't get tired. He rested because he was satisfied with what he had created. God was pleased with his creations, so he took a day of rest to enjoy what he made. God was also setting up a pattern of resting 1 out of 7 days as an example for us to follow. He was modeling for us what we should do and what our week should look like. God is all powerful, and he could have created the earth in half a second, but he took 6 days to create it and 1 day to rest. He is a good father to model that for us. He wants us to remember to rest just like he did on the 7th day. We call our day of rest Sabbath. God rested on the 7th day as an example for us. It's important to God that we get rest. So let's say this all together, our bottom line. Remember to rest. All together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember to rest. There are 2 main Hebrew words used for rest in the Bible. The first is Shabbat, which gets partially translated into the English word Sabbath. So what is Shabbat? This word means to stop working. Think of a shift. Maybe your parents work 9 to 5. That's like some hours in the day that they work. At 5 o'clock though, they stop working and they don't go back until the next day. The other Hebrew word for rest is in the Bible. It's called nuach. This means to dwell or to settle. This type of rest is like sitting in front of a fire with a loved one or maybe watching a sunset. The scripture puts these 2 words very close together. In Genesis chapter 2, God leads by example as he rests from work, Shabbat, and then he dwells, nuach, with his people. So rest is mentioned in the first book of the Bible. You know where else it's mentioned? It's mentioned in the 10 Commandments. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8 through 10 says, "Remember to keep the Sabbath as a holy day. You may work and get everything done during the 6 days each week. But the 7th day is a day of rest to honor the Lord your God." If God gave us these rules, we should probably follow them. Even Jesus followed these rules when he was here on earth. People were trying to say that he was not following the rules about the Sabbath and nitpicking small little things that he would do. But Jesus stayed focused on the importance that isn't about the rules. Yes, God gave us these rules in the Old Testament as a good guideline to follow and how to live our lives according to him. But when he sent us his son, things changed. We have a way to him, and it's through Jesus. The whole purpose of Sabbath is about spending time with him. It's about a relationship with him, not about the do's and don'ts of Sabbath. He always wants us to be with us. He is giving us an invitation to spend time with him and to rest. Jesus even says this in Matthew 11, verse 28 through 29. "Come to me, all of you who are tired and have heavy loads. I will give you rest. Accept my work and learn from me. I am gentle and humble in spirit, and you will find rest for your souls." Let's say today's bottom line, remember to rest, together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember to rest. God is encouraging us to take a day called the Sabbath and rest and spend time with him. Reflect on his goodness. It's time to think about all God has done for you throughout the week and thank him for it. It's a day to take time and spend it talking with Him. God is not only the creator, He's also a great teacher. He took a day of rest to teach us, to lead us, and to guide us in ways to live a life complete and enjoyable with Him. We must remember to rest.